that hard mode too, because it was adjusted, and we're going to see super witches. Such a powerful strategy. He's going to bring the healers in this one with quite a few additional troops to support his main push. He has as well one droid, which he can add into the mix as well if he's encountering a lot of damage at one point. But as well, doing that Warden work for quite some time, which is the power of the healers, that you can do exactly that to get the fireball a little bit deeper into the base.
And another reason why Yada has been so strong is because he really comes in towards the end. So him attacking in the second position is kind of not normal. He usually kind of has come in the fourth position a lot. So let's see what he can do, since his attacks were on the slower end, and Super Witches, they can be on the slower end as well. But your first focus is getting that 3-star, as the Queen was now placed to the far left side, setting up the funnel. We have Super Witches, and typically we're going to see the King paired in with them. So when you pop a King ability, it can get so much value.
And that wall break barely worked. I mean, that was so close. He's now using another one to get further inside. He has to reset the Expo because that Expo was locked onto the Archer Queen, and he did not want to use the ability that early just yet. And he's slowly making his way towards the core. And remember, he has to delay that Barbarian King for the Earthquake Boots, because that has to open towards the Town Hall. And the Monolith!
With that freeze to help stop the damage onto his King, as the Queen, she comes back around, so she can actually join into the core of the space now, as the Warden ability has gone off. But these Ice Golems are going to slow him down tremendously, as he has to keep this King ability left so it can open up the backside. It looks like it's forced there, and it does not open up into the Town Hall.
Oh no, and take a look at that. At the Archer Queen building on the defensive side, there is an opening, which means all of the troops might now walk around the Town Hall. He's trying to reinforce at the top side with the Royal Champion to push his troops into that Town Hall direction. But this is a problem for him. The troops avoiding the Town Hall for now. The Royal Champion trying her best to push them back.
The Super Minions got the enemy Queen to the bottom side. He needs to get this Town Hall, as the Royal Champion still has her ability. There was a Rocket Spear in there. Has the Sinking Shield skip across, so this Rocket Spear could be clutch, but it has to get a few shots off on the defending King. So those shots were wasted, as a few now are locking on the Town Hall. Hopefully she can take it out, and pairs in a freeze, and yes! The Town Hall goes down!
But the tech is still having to 3-star. That's the name of the game right now for those teams, and he's struggling with that Town Hall poison. It's slowing him down so much. Only 30 seconds left, Corbin.
Oh man, the multi is still up, but the Phoenix is trying its best to take that down. Only 23 seconds remaining, as the Queen's already burned her ability. One super wall breaker left, and Synchronic, all they were hoping for is to get one defense, and it looks like the one defense is coming against the player who has been perfect in hard mode. Wow, unfortunately for Yada, not able to deliver. That was the second attack from NAVI.
I'm sure they are not looking at that too much. The Electro Dragons it is. Let's see if we have a very similar approach to the first war, where we have just a couple of surgical E-Drags to set the funnel. Looks like it is being that way so far, with the Flinger on the left side of the base, Balloon at the top to test for any seeking air mines. Then we have the Electro Dragons just chaining through, opening the area for the rest of them to move to the center.
It's looking very similar to how I broke down his attack in the very last match, where you're using some E-Dragons on the top side, pair it in with a Rage spell, so you can set the funnel on one side. Then you have a Flame Flinger to the far other side, so you can send the rest of these E-Dragons potentially in between. But we also have the heroes. That could be a good spot potentially on the right side to go towards that Royal Champion, because the Eagle Artillery, that's already been removed. So you don't have to worry about those Eagle Artillery shots raining fire right on down. As the defensive Queen on the far left, she looks like she's taking some damage from the Fire Spirits.
Yeah, I really like the use of that Dragon Rider just mixed in there as well, since it's more defense targeting. Didn't quite get the Expo down, which would have been nice, but certainly the hero is now used on the opposite side. Means it's not going to be the end of the world, as we have the E-Dragons charging towards the center of the base. Majority of his spells left over to support that main push as well.
As he's pushing his way into the core, we do have poison spells there onto the Town Hall that could be around it, as the E-Dragons are continuing to push through. Drops that Rage, and let's see this Queen. Her ability has been forced, still has the Royal Champion. We have the Warden ability just getting activated now. The Skeleton spell providing some nice distraction on the model, continuing his way through. There is an Earthquake to the bottom side, so it can help deal damage to these defenses, so the Rocket Spear of the RC takes them down even faster.
Yeah, I love the synergy between all of this as well. The RC ability used perfectly as the E-Drags were about to get in range of that air defense, but Carbon, he's got 2 freeze spells, and he has to commit them to the Town Hall for this Royal Champion. He's in real danger right now.
Oh no, look at this. We have the Royal Champion. She's going to be able to go for the Town Hall, but maybe is the double poison spell tower a great defensive option against E-Dragons? Because it slows them down and not going to be able to get the best chains off as he's got 1 freeze left. The Warden's still trying to make his way through. He can go down from the scatter, the air defense, so he freezes the multi. But the RC, her Spirit Fox is gone.
Yeah, he was just constantly flying into that air sweeper as well, in conjunction with the poison spells. Didn't have the force moving through the base, and you've got to say, Synchronic, beautiful spot right now, given how powerful they were in the first attack. I'm sure General X is celebrating again.
Yes,
He's secretly celebrating inside right now.
100%. He sees the defense and he loves it. He's been on many stages before, and they're going with some Root Riders. 5 of them, 8 Valkyries in the mix as well. We're starting with some Super Barbarians out in front of that Siege Barracks. Queen with a skeleton spell so that the Ricochet Cannon doesn't skip onto the King and try to help keep as much health as possible.
Yeah, this is a very similar approach to what we seen Tryhard use in the first matchup versus Stamina yesterday. He did get the 3-star with 1 minute and 39 seconds. Given that Synchronic had 2 perfect wars, Milliceme have to be thinking time could be an issue here. So sending those Root Riders right into the core. Valkyrie's moving there as well, overgrowthing the Town Hall to make sure he can eliminate DPS in this area.
Yeah, as he continues through, remember he does have 1 more overgrowth to utilize, probably on the Town Hall again, as he's gonna wrap all the way back around, but they are kind of splitting off. Does find a Tornado Trap, needs to get into that Eagle Artillery, so he invests that rage to take it down quick, as there are Velks from the left side that did come out of the Siege Barracks, and there is now the 2nd overgrowth onto the Town Hall and hitting that Monolith.
Yeah, just popping the Royal Champion ability there to have the Hog Riders racing ahead, protecting the Royal Champion as well as she is throwing that spear from a distance to pick off these defenses. Not a lot to reinforce now, and he does have to get back to the Town Hall, Carbon, through these other defenses.
It does. That Queen is low health. This can't be still up here. No way. The Queen, though. Super Barbarians out in front. That Town Hall is staying in the core. We have the Monolith. Got a rage up down to the Queen. No way is it going to be a 1-star potentially to start it off in the semifinals.
There's no way he can get through that Monolith to the Town Hall. The King has the Phoenix. He's chipping away, but he will go down before the Town Hall. It is a 1-star. And Synchronic Gaming now can sit back. The attack is so pressurized, but it really is. Opting for the Super Barbarians on this one. No Fireball though, so a bit of a Warden walk and just trying to set up pathing. Very intrigued by the use of that 1 Electro Dragon. I always like to see pathing set up, maybe the sniping of a defense by those singular Electro Dragons.
So something to notice is if you take a look at the scoreboard on the right side, you still notice Synchronic Gaming still has the advantage in percentage. So if it comes down to a tie on stars, you have to keep your eye on that. As Max does deploy the Rage with this E-Dragon, getting some skips through the storage, but does not go for that multi-target Inferno. Does path off to the left side a little bit. The Warden will now step up into the scatter and potentially the Royal Champion, but time is always an issue when you're doing a long Warden walk.
Yes, we seen that yesterday as well, didn't we? Whereby sometimes the teams would try and have traps in an area so that they could delay the Warden walk. If you can slow the attacker down and they have to start the attack due to the 3 minutes, then there's a lot more chance of slip-ups. But so far, he is very calm and collected with this one. Using that Warden walk effectively to the bottom, Flinger on the opposite side, like you said. It's just where he decides to support with the Super Barbarians, because he's trying to use them to support his heroes into the center of the base.
Does he want that Warden to now join in with the heroes? They're off to the left. It looks like he wants this Warden to stay solo on his own to the bottom side, slowly picking off that Royal Champion. Remember, that Clan Castle, it's still waiting there in the core as the King's ability has gone off. The Queen's ability as well as the Ice Golems are coming over. But the Warden is now deciding to go move over to the heroes. He was supposed to stay on his own to the bottom side, and he's now forced to ability.
Yeah, that is definitely not what was intended. You could see from Max's reaction as well. He was not happy with that, having to quickly send in the Super Bobs to the right area of the base to support the Royal Champion. Town Hall is also in a really tricky spot right now. He does have spells to support, but can he punch through to it?
Oh, the Minelef is still up in the core. The Royal Champion does secure the Town Hall for the 2-star, but the Queen needs to go invisible, and he does just that. With one more invisibility spell, the Royal Champion secures the Minelef. That was clutch, but the Queen, though, she goes invisible with that final spell, and there's a lot left to the top side with the Ground Expo, and the RC is now down, which means that this is going to be a defense for Synchronic.
And he is switching it today. Still going with the Lavaloon, but not quite setting things up with the lightning spells. But he is very well versed with this strategy.
He is one of the best in the world at an attack like this. So he's going to be able to set it up with the Queen charge, most likely. But with these plays, you really never know. They could switch it up and do really anything. As what will he do in terms of the Queen? Where is she going to be deployed? Looks near the Town Hall, off to the right there, as the Queen's going to slowly path her way in towards this multi-target Inferno. We do have 2 super wall breakers to open up into the space here to get some nice access, as the Flame Flinger is off to the right. You do have to be careful with that mortar, but you can drop some Barbarians to try to distract that.
Yeah, he's just keeping an eye here. As soon as the Flinger goes to move, just watch a couple of seconds before, or not even a couple of seconds there, just as it's about to move. Barbarian moves in to tank that mortar. Queen taking a lot of damage by the Town Hall, though, Carbon.
Yeah, her ability was forced. The double expos being raged up did so much damage onto this Queen. Didn't see that, but he does now invest that invisibility spell, and the skeletons are moving off to the Flame Flinger. He sees that, drops a few archers, able to clear that. Town Hall has gone down, but as he continues this push in, he will eventually lure out that Clan Castle. But it's nice that this tornado traps, but the Queen, if there's a few Redditor bombs, Judo, there's got to be more.
There does. I mean, his healers are down. He's not committing any more spells to her at this stage.
No.
Did he want that multi from the Queen? Did he not? I guess we'll find out, because the Lavaloon is now pushing in. I think he committed just way too much to his Queen, that he needs to keep spells for the Lavaloon portion. And let's remember, he has to 3-star here, so he's got to put it all on the line.
He is going, as the King unfortunately has died off. He did come back with that Phoenix, trying to get a little bit extra value, but he is now down. Continuing this Lalo in towards the Minelef, into the core, as we do have the Ice Golems dying off here and freezing everything in the middle, but the Minelef, the scatter, so much still left on the bottom side. These balloons are disappearing, and Mark and Synchronic are going to be adding another defense to their side, which means that this will put Temper and Millesime MG to 11 stars. So all General X will have to do is get a single 1-star to claim victory.
That is all he will have to do, and it does put their team in a very confident position moving through to match number 3 today, the grand final.
And they are going back to the roots with 1 overgrowth to utilize here. Can he start off with that 3 stars? The King is placed near the Baby Dragon, does wall break into the single target Inferno compartment. Is he going to make his way to the left? The enemy Queen is going to pull him into this wall.
Oh no, that King going into the wall is not perfect for him. He was trying to take down that single Inferno tower, which is now kind of off the menu, because those Ice Golems are going to delay him. They're going to delay that King quite a bit, as we have the big push happening at this bottom side.
Yeah, with that Queen off to the far right, the Root Riders are pushing their way into this scatter shot. Pops that Grand Warden Eternal Tome, but the single target Inferno on the far left did go down. Queen's ability was forced. The Queen with the mirror is splitting off, and there's not only one Queen, which is the real Queen, looks like, to go into the Eagle Artillery to secure that.
Oh, there goes the overgrowth spell, and this is where problems can start, because he does not have that many troops left alive. I see 2 Roots and a couple of Valkyries, and they have to survive, because at this point the troops have to walk away from the town and have to come back. The Royal Champion, though, she still has her ability, and that could be a game changer.
It will be, as the Super Minions clutched up over in the far left side, continuing to get some value, trying to get the multi-arch tower, but the Super Minions got pulled into the Clan Castle, and the Town Hall Minelef are still there. There is the Rage, pops the RC ability. She's going to turn back around. The Queen is there to secure the Town Hall, but that is a multi-target Inferno to the top side, as the Minelef needs to go down, but he's not liking this. The troops are disappearing here.
Oh no, those defending heroes were massive for Synchronic. The Roy Champ, the Queen, luring those troops into the wall were a nightmare. And the first defense already happened. The Warden is trying to take a couple of more buildings down. But this is already the first defense for Synchronic.
A first attack, and it's a 2-star here in the grand finals. Unfortunately, Kronos not able to deliver that 3-star.
He has sticked around with the Lalo, and this is again what we are seeing from him. Those hero dives, this is what you have to take a look at. The value he typically gets with his heroes is just incredible. So the question is, can he again get it done with this opening? There goes the giant arrow. He's hitting that Inferno Tower, and the Inferno Tower with the sweeper is already going down. So the opening seems to have worked, but now it's all about the follow-up.
He lined up that giant arrow. It's so risky, but it can pay off if you're able to connect with it. As the King's ability goes off, we have the spiky ball skipping across a little bit to the bottom side, does invest that rage to keep that Queen going. We have the Ice Golems coming through as a World Champ is up to the top side.
Ooh, the Headhunter was frozen, but this has cost him a lot of hit points. There goes the Skeleton Trap. The defending Queen might attack his own Queen. Can he take her out? And yes, the Rage Spell was perfectly placed. And there we go with that Blimp. Is there any Tornado Trap today? Thinks yes, the Tornado Trap has been deployed, or has been placed there from the Synchronic base builders. The Town Hall is because of that not going down right away.
He has to place some back-end balloons, but he did clip that Hound, which is making its way off to the top side with that earlier Warden Eternal Tome. But look at these balloons down at the bottom. They're going to have to path back around through this Town Hall Poison. The Monolith is still up. The World Champion is still doing damage. The Multi on the top side and the Monolith all remain.
Oh no, it seemed like he did not get the value he was looking for around the top side, but the Bakery is coming in clutch. One of the Inferno Tower is gone. He is shaking his head. He's not happy. That defending Roy Champion taking down the Warden, the Headhunter coming in too late, and the balloons just don't have enough power.
We do have that Yeti getting healed up a little bit. The balloons trying to make their way. Does take out the Poison Spell Tower, but the Yeti unfortunately can't get past this Monolith as it's going to go down. The Scatter Shot remains, and it's going to be a defense for Philip and Synchronic.
The defensive side of Synchronic is just unmatched in this competition. They are just so well prepared. There
is the Lalo indeed. And this is going to be like Rakirez, where it's going to be the arrow to try to fly through the base. And yes, the arrow is on this Queen. So let's keep our eye on the value that he's hoping to get with that lightning spells and the arrow combination.
We've seen as well a lot of arrows missing the target, so is that going to be the case here? We're waiting for that Queen. The giant arrow is flying across and is hitting that multi-inferno tower. The first step is done. Another thing which I'm seeing right away is that Slammer. He's not using, or at least not selected so far, the Blimp, which so far was an important thing for most of the Lalo techs of Tribe Gaming. Right now, he's transitioning the giant arrow opening into huge hero dive and see what he can get with this. Can he get even towards that Town Hall with that Earthquake Boot equipment from the Barbarian team?
Yeah, with that King continuing this push through, providing the protection for the Queen. There's the Earthquake Boot. Spiky Ball skips across, taking out buildings as the Queen is following right into this core. But these Ice Golems are going to be quite annoying, slowing this Queen down. She's taking some damage from the ground Expo, but that one balloon going in to help try to take this Expo out as this Queen does burn her ability already, continues this push. Does he invest one rage to keep her alive?
That's the big question. I feel like the answer might be no. The Queen is going down. He's not investing anything more. And there is the Blimp. He has switched the Siege Machine. Where is the Tornado Trap? Is it going to be around the Town Hall as we're predicting here, as what we have seen now already before? And no, with this angle, he's not catching it whatsoever, but there's a lot of red mines around this top right side.
Yeah, with that Town Hall going down, continuing these balloons from the top, moving around. Royal Champion already to the left side with that Spirit Fox. Can burn her ability pretty soon. He does invest that Rage for the RC, so she can get some really nice skips, and the value of the Rocket Spear cutting right across, continuing into this multi, but the Monolith stays up. 6 more balloons. The Royal Champion is going to be the one that needs to clutch up the rest of this base.
And the Eagle is just non-stop firing. The Loons on the right side are trying their best to go through the Expo. We have the Balloons now going in, and we have that Royal Champion trying to fight versus that multi-inferno tower. There's still quite a few defense left. The haste He's not really catching, I think, anything right now, and the Warden with Eric is going down as well.
The balloons are coming into the monolith, so that monolith will go down. Then they move their way into the Eagle Artillery. There's nothing left other than the Tesla, and the balloons can try to distract, so these lava pups can help assist, as we have a builder hut that can target air, but not how much health of this Tesla. That will be going down, as this, wait, we do have an army camp to the very top side of the base, but he sees it. He drops a troop up there to help take that down.
Yes, well, the Fox still alive. Mining business around those storages. He's now trying to distract those defenses, but it's not really working. He's trying to send everything in. Can he take down the Bitter Hut? No! The Bitter Hut staying alive right now, but there is more coming from the top right.
Yeah, the minions need to all clump up, so that's why he drops that minion to the top. They're going to work all together to provide the distraction. Can they time it with that storage going down? So the minions get through the skeletons. They're moving through. This needs to be a 3-star because they already have 2 fails, but there's only 8 seconds left. The minions getting through this builder hut. 4. Oh my goodness, it's the defense! Attack of Tribe Gaming. Exorcist wants to deliver a 3-star, but they know that they're down by 3 already. We have the Grand Warden ability going off, getting that value. We do see that the Clan Castle is still up over there. Has no poison spell, so he probably was looking for that to go down. But as we are pushing our way through to the left with that Queen and Grand Warden, they're going to make their way to the bottom side.
This could be a really big problem with that Clan Castle, depending on what, I don't know, what we have seen already different Clan Castle troops. Ice Golems might not really be as effective, but if there's anything which can deal damage and you don't have a poison, that can backfire quite a bit. The Kings is waltzing in at the top side. The Royal Champion is following things up to deal even more damage, and he is moving really quick.
Yeah, the Teslas do pop up right in the core of this base, but we have 2 multi-archer towers. We have the Ice Golem splitting, we have Headhunters coming to the bottom side, and we have the Royal Champion. She does make her way into the core. 9 rocket loons yet to use, but can the RC? Oh no, she is getting distracted, unfortunately, by that Ice Golem.
Oh no, that's the big problem of this equipment combination. You do not have any health recovery whatsoever. The Royal Champion not being able to deliver those spears, and this means there's still a lot of base left. But he has as well 9 rocket loons, so I think it's still possible maybe to somehow save this if he's waiting for his Archer Queen.
He has to wait for the perfect time, so he is going to invest the rocket loons to the left to try to go into the multi. There is a wall break that came in and able to help get this Queen towards this Ricochet cannon, but the red air bombs taking out the rocket loons there, and the Queen's not able to survive. She is going down, and yet again, another defense for Synchronic, which means that Synchronic don't even have their final attack, and they're still above what Tribe Gaming has here, as Tribe's going to be at 11.
This is just insane. I mean, we have never seen a final where the last attack could be, I mean, pretty much, I mean, we all want to see the fan favorite MVP to attack, right? I mean, that is going to be a crazy thing, as Exorcist and Tribe are just, what could we have done differently?